Accepting new challenges and using new technologies for the benefit of mankind and the environment are the tasks that MTU Friedrichshafen and Detroit Diesel Corporation have set themselves. By combining their off-highway operations, these two Daimler-Chrysler companies have created a world-leading supplier of engines and systems for a large number of applications in a variety of markets, including marine, rail, heavy-duty military and commercial vehicles, agricultural and construction machinery, and power generation. It is the last of these that this film is about. Energy is one of the basic necessities of life. Electricity, heat, and light are things we tend to take for granted in our everyday existences. But should we be so blasé about energy? What happens if there is a power cut? What do we do in places where there is no electricity supply? And how do we make sure that there is a reliable backup in areas where power failures are critical? We can generate electricity wherever and whenever it is needed, with generator sets that can provide power independently, efficiently, and reliably, and not only in an emergency, but on a continuous basis as well. As international technological leaders in the energy production business, we are expert and versatile partners. We provide all-round solutions that cover everything from planning to system commissioning and long-term client support. A global network of service centers ensures that our customers receive comprehensive assistance right where it is needed, and that is wherever engine power and electricity are needed, and wherever our products are in service. For use with generators, we supply diesel engines and gas engines with power outputs of up to 6,250 kilowatts and gas turbines capable of as many as 29,000 kilowatts. Whether you need complete electricity generator sets or turnkey installations with the appropriate control and monitoring systems, we can provide comprehensive solutions from a single source. Our range of engines is matched precisely to the standard generator output classes. We supply components to numerous Genset producers who use our engines to drive their electricity generators. Some of the features they particularly value in our engines are their ease of integration, their compliance with emission restrictions, their high levels of load take-up, their economical fuel consumption, and their user-friendly maintenance concepts. To take just one example, one of the world's largest Genset producers has supplied 2,000 kVA generator units to over 100 peak load power plants. All those generators are driven by MTU engines, which between them produce 800 megawatts of power. But we don't just supply components. We also produce complete power generation systems ourselves. Operators whose installations have to meet specific criteria, for example with respect to safety standards or noise and vibration levels, draw on our expertise when specialized system solutions are required. In locations where there is no mains power supply, businesses and homes are reliant on locally generated electricity, like at this cotton mill in Indonesia, which uses modern diesel-driven generators to provide its electrical power requirements. And as far as efficiency and reliability are concerned, the supply provided by these installations is equal to mains power in every respect. This hotel facility in the Australian Green Island Holiday Resort has different local conditions, but places very similar demands on the electricity supply. The design is tailored precisely to the operator's needs, which is why it has been such a success both technically and commercially. In our highly technological world, power failures can be more than just inconvenient. In the worst cases, they can endanger life and cause extensive damage to property. With their absolutely reliable startup and safe load take-up characteristics, our emergency power gensets can remove such risks. For tower blocks in highly populated areas, rooftop installations are the ideal solution. At the very top of the building, the power generation equipment is much better protected than at ground level or in the basement. And by removing the generators from those areas, expensive floor space can be freed up for more economical use. For airports or computer centers, we offer flywheel systems which provide uninterruptible power supplies. That means that if the mains power fails, these units cut in within a split second to ensure that there is no break in the essential supply of electricity. Because they are electronically managed, our engines are ready to run at a moment's notice. Offshore platforms represent a highly specialized area of application. They cost billions to build and are extremely isolated and dangerous places to work. It's no surprise then that the safety and reliability standards demanded of power generation equipment for such locations are tougher than for those anywhere else in the world. As one of the few platform equipment providers, we have the necessary qualification certificates from the platform operators. One of our particular strengths in the offshore application sector is the compact modular design concept that we use, which enables us to install highly integrated, ready-to-run systems within a short space of time. Mobility is an important factor for operators who need to move their power generation equipment from one site to another and provide electricity in places where there is no infrastructure. For such applications, we offer container gensets that can be operated in any location as autonomous, ready-to-run power plants. Because of the importance of preserving our environment for future generations, new sources of energy are continually gaining in significance. In the field of power generation, as in other industries, ecological considerations are being brought to the fore, and our product development activities are guided more than ever by the needs for environmental protection. Concepts that combine commercial and ecological interests are now being given prime consideration. Heat and power cogeneration plants are a good example. With overall efficiency levels of as much as 90%, they are a long way ahead of conventional power plants, which put only 35% of their power input to effective use. The great advantage of modular cogeneration plants is that they produce thermal energy as well as electricity. Gas engines based on our thoroughly practice-proven diesel models have been developed specifically for use in heat and power plants. Their outstanding features are their high levels of efficiency, low fuel consumption, reliability, and quietness in operation. They ensure overall installation efficiency combined with low emission levels. It goes without saying that all our generator engines are within the statutory limits for air pollution. And as far as new technologies are concerned, we are continuously working on the development of emissions-optimized engines with even cleaner exhaust output. As well as developing fuel and water injection systems, we are also world leaders in fuel cell technology, an area that will be of major significance for power generation in the future. While offering the lowest emission levels of any system, fuel cells can also achieve outstanding electrical efficiency ratings of 50% and over. As a result, they are among the most environmentally friendly means of producing electricity. Like our gas engines, the hot module fuel cell power plant uses natural gas, biogas, or refuse gas to produce not only electrical energy, but also hot air at 400 degrees Celsius. And that means it has an overall energy efficiency of over 95%. With that unrivaled energy efficiency, the hot module also guarantees an absolutely reliable electricity supply, while its compact dimensions make it ideally suited to use for decentralized power generation applications. With such convincing benefits, the MTU hot module has for some time been the focus of industry attention. It is due to go into full production in the near future. Energy is the basis of the modern-day technological world. The efficient and environmentally friendly supply of energy is an aspect that will continue to gain in importance in the years to come. By adopting progressive production methods and new ideas, we are making our contribution to ensuring that now and in the future, we can always rely on the availability of this indispensable resource.